Hey friends, welcome to this new video dedicated to Garten of Banban 8. We are almost there, only 11 days left until the official release of the new chapter, and the 28th of August is getting closer and closer. The hype is really high, and every day new information, little details and messages arrive that make our curiosity grow even more. Only 11 days of countdown. Just in the last few hours, in fact, Geppo posted on Discord a new official message about the countdown for chapter 8, and in this video we are going to analyze it together. After the analysis, we are also going to make some new theories and considerations about what we might expect in the next chapter. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like on this video. This way you won't miss any updates and new theories about Garten of Banban 8. On this channel I'll be bringing lots of content in the coming weeks, so staying tuned is essential to be fully prepared for the 28th of August. So guys, let's be ready. Because now we are going to check together what this new official message from Geppo contains, and especially try to understand if there are hidden clues that anticipate what we will see in the next chapter. Now let's dive in and analyze together the new message that Geppo, one of the two official developers of the game, has shared on Discord. The message is short but extremely meaningful. Flambo leaves the closet in 11 days. And as you have already guessed, these 11 days are exactly the time left until the release of Garten of Banban 8. So the countdown has begun, and the developer wanted to make it even more interesting by linking it directly to Flambo. Now, why is this message so important? Because it's not just a simple reference to the countdown but a true narrative clue. Flambo in fact was not chosen randomly. He represents the core of chapter 8, and the fact that Geppo used the image of the closet is not only symbolic but directly refers to the dark story we already know. As we all know, Banban had locked Flambo inside a closet, imprisoning him there for many years. This event happened in the ending of chapter 0. Now, however, we are finally at the moment of truth. Flambo will be freed. And pay attention, we are not talking about a side character, but about the one who will be, in every way, the new main mascot of the game. The EUPHORIC brothers, in fact, had already declared in a message that we analyzed a few days ago that they worked very hard on this character. They didn't want to create just a simple monster, but a unique entity, different from all those we've seen so far. Flambo has been designed as a special character with a fundamental role in the plot and in the dynamics of the game. And here comes an even more interesting detail. The full title of the new chapter is not just Garten of Banban 8, but Garten of Banban 8, the Anti-Devil. And what does this mean? Well, Anti-Devil is actually the second name of Flambo, so the very title of the chapter is already telling us that the entire story will revolve around him. And it doesn't stop here. If Flambo represents the anti-devil, then who is the devil? The answer is obvious: Banban. This makes us understand that the new chapter will be centered on the direct clash between two opposite forces. On one side, Banban, the devil, and on the other Flambo, the anti-devil, the one who might finally stop him or even completely overturn the balance of the story. So, to sum up, Flambo has been imprisoned for years by Banban. After 11 days, he will finally be free with the game release. He is destined to become the main mascot of the game. Chapter 8 directly carries his name, the Anti-Devil. And for the first time, we will have an open clash between Flambo and Banban. Guys, you can clearly see that this changes everything. We are not just waiting for a new chapter, but for a true turning point in the story of Garten of Banban. Now let's talk about an even more chilling aspect: the closet, and the reason why, all these years, Flambo has never managed to escape, despite being trapped inside for so long. But above all, how did he manage to survive all this time? To understand this part, we need to go back to chapter 0, where the origin of this story was hinted at. There we saw that Flambo was locked inside the closet not by his own choice, but through a real trick set up by Banban. Banban had actually proposed to play hide and seek, making him believe it was just an innocent game. He told him to hide inside the closet, and Flambo, who at that moment still considered Banban as a trusted friend, allowed himself to be convinced. With full trust, he hid, without having the slightest idea of what was about to happen next. And instead, once inside, Banban shut the closet, trapping him forever. From that moment on, Flambo remained locked inside. But the question is, why was he never able to escape? After all, a closet can usually be opened from the inside, so theoretically he could have freed himself. Here we need to think deeper. Most likely Banban didn't just close the door, but used a lock or a key, completely sealing the closet. This way Flambo had no chance of getting out, no matter how hard he tried. It was like a real prison, hidden from everyone's eyes. But there is an even more important detail. That closet was not in an ordinary place. It wasn't in a normal room of the facility, but inside Syrinjon's office. And here the situation becomes even more complicated. We know very well that Syrinjon is a close ally of Banban, and this made Flambo's imprisonment even more secure. Because even if he had somehow managed to open the closet, he would still have been trapped inside Syrinjon's office. And of course, Syrinjon would never have allowed him to escape. On the contrary, he probably would have immediately captured him and thrown him back into the closet, blocking every attempt to get away. So, in summary, Flambo did not remain a prisoner only because of Banban's trick, but because everything had been organized in detail. Banban and Syrinjon had conspired together to ensure that he could never get out, turning a simple closet into a hellish cage. And the even greater mystery concerns his survival. How did Flambo manage to endure all these years, without food, without water, and without any contact with the outside world? We will talk about in the next part. Now let's move on to another crucial point of the story. How did Flambo manage to survive all this time, locked inside the closet, without any contact with the outside world? Because if we think about it, many years have passed, and any other living being would never have made it. The answer to this mystery is once again found in Chapter 0, where we saw a very important detail that now finally makes perfect sense. The closet in which Flambo was trapped was not empty. Inside, in fact, there was a barrel full of givanium. And here everything connects. As we well know, givanium is a vital substance for the mascots of Chapter 8. So it is very likely that Flambo, during his long imprisonment, survived by feeding on the givanium stored inside that barrel. This substance would have kept him alive, giving him the necessary energy not to fade away completely, even though he was confined in a closed and dark space. Now, however, a new question arises. Wouldn't that barrel eventually have run out? It's logical to think that after so many years the initial supply of givanium would be finished. And this is where an even more disturbing hypothesis comes into play. We cannot exclude that, from time to time, Syrinjon may have opened the closet to refill the barrel. Maybe he did it secretly, maybe only to keep Flambo alive, so that Banban could use him as a pawn for the future. Of course, this remains the least likely theory, because Syrinjon would never risk fully releasing him. But if we think carefully, it is still a possibility we cannot completely discard. What is certain is that Flambo survived. Thanks to the givanium, or maybe thanks to a dark plan orchestrated by Syrinjon, the result does not change. He is still alive and well. And now we are only a few steps away from the decisive moment. In 11 days, that closet will finally be opened. After years of darkness and silence, Flambo will be able to move again, to walk, and above all, to show all his power. He will no longer be the trapped and powerless creature we once knew, but he will be free, ready to reveal himself as the true main mascot of Chapter 8. Thank you so much for watching the video until the end. You are amazing. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell for the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.